Episode 24. Bad Mood. Serena looked up at Jake, meeting his eyes. His eyes were mysterious as always. Looking down and putting the fork down, Serena said, "Nanny Harper, please give me another fork." Jake was somewhat a clean freak. In her previous lifetime, Jake once got mad at Serena for the clash of their forks. What he had said was, "You want to taste my saliva so bad?" Serena had been terrified, not knowing what she had done wrong. Then he had said, "I'm not interested in an indirect kiss with you, though. You're dirty." Then he asked the servant to get him a new fork. In order not to contaminate him, Serena had acted before he did this time. However, Jake squeezed his silver fork tighter, hearing Serena's words. His cold face was almost an ice sculpture at this point. Even the temperature around him dropped. Serena felt even more puzzled. "What is it?" Jake chuckled, sending a chill down Serena's spine. When she thought he was about to lose it, he simply put his fork on the table, got up, and left. This woman was disgusted by him. Very well. He quickly went to the second floor, slamming the door of the main bedroom. Serena was both confused and pissed off. This man was so erratic and cranky. Deciding not to pay him any attention, Serena kept eating. "Ma'am?" Nanny Harper sounded worried. "Why did Mr. Robinson get mad?" Serena was upset, so she sneered. "He's sick." Nanny Harper sighed and said, "He indeed has stomach troubles. He should not skip a meal. Madam, would you go and get him to eat?" "No, I haven't had enough." Serena felt bitter. In her previous lifetime, he had bullied her the entire time. There was no way she would let him do the same this time around. Not in his wildest dreams. After she ate, Serena went upstairs, only to find her stuff emptied from her bedroom. She turned around to ask Nanny Harper, and it turned out that Nanny Harper thought she placed her things in the wrong room and moved them to the main bedroom for her. Serena was rendered speechless. However, she had to go to the main bedroom and knock on the door. "Mr. Robinson?" No answer. However, she remembered that Jake was someone who never locked the door, because he was confident enough to believe that no one would dare to bust into his room. Serena tried to open the door, and it was indeed open. The room was empty, and she heard water running in the shower. He was in the shower. Serena was relieved that she could take this opportunity to move everything back. After going back and forth several times, she only got half of her stuff. Covered in sweat, she was breathing heavily. When Jake came out, he saw her moving her stuff around. Jake frowned. "What are you doing?" "Moving my stuff back." "Back where?" "The room across the hall," Serena said matter-of-factly. When she turned her head back, her mouth became dry. Toned upper body, bulging abdominal muscles, the towel around his waist, the water drops on his tanned skin. As he approached her, Serena felt the room suddenly become warmer, making her mouth dry. She subconsciously moved back and cleared her throat. "Although we are married, we have only met twice before we had the wedding, so I don't think we know each other well enough. Let's keep our distance for now." Seeing how she acted, Jake's eyes lit up and then became calm again. Seeing that he was silent, Serena felt a bit nervous and said again, "So I think it would be better if we sleep separately. You would like that as well, wouldn't you?" Jake nodded, his curly hair still dripping. He looked so sexy. Serena blushed. As he nodded, she was relaxed again. She was worried that he might say no. After all, many things had been different from her last lifetime. If this mysterious guy was in a bad mood and turned her down, there was nothing she could do. After all, they were lawfully married. Luckily, he was still that person. No matter how erratic he was, he hated her after all. On that thought, Serena became relaxed and kept moving her stuff back. After more than half an hour, Serena was eventually done. Then she took a bath, and it was already 8 o'clock when she finished. She saw 3 unanswered calls on her cell phone. It was Nanny Harper. Nanny Harper was a servant sent from the old house. She came to Jake's place to take care of their everyday life. Since Nanny Harper had her own family, she went home at 7 o'clock. Serena called back and heard Nanny Harper's worried voice.
"Ma'am, did Sir eat?"
"I do not know."
"How can you not know that?" "Madam, he has stomach problems. If he does not eat properly, his stomach would hurt. Madam, please cook him something. If he is starved, it is not okay. Madam?"
Serena frowned and said, "All right." She hung up, dried her hair slowly, and then walked to the kitchen. She opened the fridge, took out some raw materials, and made him a bowl of noodle soup. A while later, Serena went to the main bedroom and knocked on the door. "Mr. Robinson?"